Welcome back, guys. Merry Clinchmas. The Edmonton Oilers have clinched their playoff spot. On Wednesday night, the Oilers got their revenge against the Dallas Stars with a decisive 5-2 victory, and tonight, the Oilers get their revenge on the Colorado Avalanche, a dominant 6-3 victory tonight. Evander Kane, easily the player of the game tonight, a 4-point, 3-goal performance. He was outstanding. All 3 goals coming in a 12-minute span in the second period. The Oilers had a decent start to the game. They were having some good ozone time, but the Avs were getting simply too many odd-man rushes, and on one of those 3-on-1 odd-man rushes, Valeri Nichushkin buries the puck past Mike Smith, gives the Avs a 1-0 lead. They take that 1-0 lead into the second period. But in the second period, the Oilers come to life. Evander Kane, a beautiful wraparound goal, gets the Oilers started, tying the game at 1. And then Evan Bouchard fires the puck in, takes a funny bounce off the glass, comes back in front of the net. Bouchard bats it in just under the crossbar, giving the Oilers a 2-1 lead. It's his 11th goal of the season, and the Oilers are off and rolling. But not so fast. Valeri Nichushkin, with his second goal of the night just 15 seconds later, ties the game 2-2. And is the Oilers' momentum gone? Not according to Evander Kane. He takes over. After a beautiful feed from Duncan Keith, Kane buries in the back of the net, puts the Oilers back on top 3-2, and he's not done yet. Kane dances in over the blue line, gets it just past Darcy Kemper. Hat-trick goal. The Hats are flying. The Oilers have a 4-2 lead, and they take that 4-2 lead into the third period. Just 20 minutes away from clinching that playoff spot that back in December seemed like it might not happen for this team. But Jay Woodcroft, Evander Kane come in, turn this team around. This is a new team, and they come in with another dominant third period. Kyler Yamamoto, with a no-look backhand, puts it 5-hole on Darcy Kemper, giving the Oilers a 5-2 lead. It looks like the Oilers have it from there, but the Avs do not quit. They pull the goalie with about 4 minutes to go and go all in on an attempted comeback. Nathan MacKinnon, with his 32nd goal of the season, does make it 5-3 with about a minute and a half to go. Should we be nervous? Well, Chris Russell wasn't. He buries an empty netter from the Oilers' end of the ice, puts the Oilers up 6-3, the icing on the cake. The Oilers have officially clinched a playoff spot. It's time to celebrate, Oilers fans. This is what we've dreamt of all year, and let's just hope it's a long playoff run. The Oilers are playing at their absolute best. The Oilers' lucky charm, Ben, at the game again tonight. His 7th straight win. He's 7-0. Ben has got to be the Oilers' lucky playoff charm. They got to have him there at every possible home game. Bring him on the road if he can, but I know that might be a little too hard on little Ben. But basically, what an amazing feeling, guys, clinching that playoff spot, especially against a top team like the Colorado Avalanche, and winning it in such a decisive manner. Yeah, the Avs were down a few players tonight, Mikko Rantanen among them. The Oilers were without Jesse Puljujärvi tonight, wasn't feeling well. I think he should be back for Sunday's game against Columbus. Darnell Nurse left the game towards the end of the second period for the Oilers. It looks like he has a lower body injury. Some were speculating it could possibly be a groin injury. We don't have full details on that. Obviously, hopefully it's nothing super serious for Darnell Nurse, and hopefully he just left the game as a precautionary measure. The Oilers do have a little bit of time before the playoffs, and with the Oilers clinching that playoff spot tonight, it does take a little bit of the pressure off, but obviously you hope the Oilers don't go without Darnell Nurse long term. Sure, they've got guys like Philip Broberg, Marcus Niemelainen that they could possibly call up, but hopefully he's not out too long. The Oilers really had to beat 2 teams tonight, the Colorado Avalanche and the refs. The Oilers take 6 penalties, the Colorado Avalanche have 2. And it's not like the Colorado Avalanche were playing like saints. The Oilers had some really crappy calls called against them. A few of them, like the Nuge hold, yes, they were penalties, but the Oilers did not deserve 6 penalties tonight, and the Colorado Avalanche only getting 2. The Oilers' penalty kill was obviously amazing tonight. Colorado goes 0 for 6, so that's obviously one of the big storylines tonight. If Colorado is hot on the power play, we're probably looking at a much different result tonight, but the Oilers just amazing on the penalty kill. I believe it's 21 straight kills for the Oilers. That's just simply incredible. The Oilers' amazing penalty kill, a huge factor in clinching that playoff spot tonight. My play of the game tonight goes to Evander Kane, a fantastic individual effort, 3 goals, 4 points on the night. Evander Kane, the player of the game, and with the play of the game tonight, he helps the Oilers secure a 6-3 victory, a playoff spot. 5 games to go, guys. We're almost there, but we can all breathe a little easier. That little X is next to the Oilers' name. Now let's just secure that second place position, secure home ice for the playoffs. And like I said earlier, let's just hope it's a long playoff run. Let me know what you guys thought of the game in the comment section below. If this is your first visit to the channel and you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing for all the latest Oilers content. You've been watching the Oilers Fanatic. Thanks for being a fan. Have a great weekend, guys. Oilers are going to the playoffs.